How did you know that the marriage should have been over?
We weren't a very good compatible person. I saw things one way and he saw things another way.
Proud about myself. I tell you what, right now, getting this lemonade business off the ground in like
How do you guys know each other?
Oh, we were born in the same hospital. So I was born in June 17 and Benoit June 16. So
Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure,
If money didn't matter, how would you spend most of your days?
vacationing.
Whereabouts?
Probably tropical, maybe Jamaica.
Have you ever been to Jamaica before?
I have twice now. I love it.
What's your favorite part about Jamaica?
The water.
Any destinations that you wish to go to at some point in your life?
Jamaica.
Jamaica again. Why don't you go
Actually,
move there?
Aruba's there too. I haven't done Aruba yet, and I do like going to Florida also.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of Florida is the best? We have never been myself, and
I don't have a best because I've only been a few times, you have to do all of it. So you have to go on the bay side, you have to go on the ocean side, you have to go to Miami, you have to take a boat over to the Bahamas. You just have to do it all. So Florida has got a lot of options. They actually have a mini Jamaica down there. I haven't been.
when you were a child, what was your childhood dream of what you wanted to be when you were growing up, and did you accomplish that dream? And if not, why did you lose track of it?
No, I accomplished it for a few years. I wanted to be a housewife and have children and have a picket fence with a front porch house. And I had it for a little while.
Gotcha. How many children do you have?
2 daughters.
Like to ask this all the time. What's the hardest part about raising children?
Attitudes.
What's the best part about raising?
When they give you grandchildren.
What's the best part about having grandchildren?
They love you unconditionally and you get to send them home.
Yeah, that's very common that we get all the time.
Yeah.
Is there any one specific stress in life that you deal with constantly that's always kind of bothering you?
Nah, because I don't really let stress get to me. It comes, I find a way to get rid of it. So, you know, as I'm getting older, there's always those aging issues that come along with aging. Inevitable. So you just have to find a way to deal with it.
Do you overall feel pretty healthy?
I'm getting there.
Are you pretty happy overall in life? Or
I
happier?
am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there a time where you weren't as happy, and was there anything that you kind of did to yourself to try to make you happier carrying forward?
That's a tricky one because there was plenty of times that I wasn't happy, like going through a divorce really sucks. Sometimes job changes are very stressful, but they usually all work out in the end. And I have an aging mom that I have a feeling, I'm not predicting it, but I have a feeling that might get a little stressful in the near future.
You mentioned about a divorce, if you don't mind sharing. How did you know that the marriage should have been over?
We weren't a very good compatible person. I saw things one way and he saw things another way. And that came after children that were in school especially. Yeah.
Did you guys wait until the children were grown up before you got separated, or?
No, it was not good for the children to be part of the animosity in the marriage. It was better for that not to be happening. I was actually teaching them how to navigate around the negative, the bad. Let's not talk to them right now. Now's not a good time. And so it wasn't, when I realized that I wasn't teaching good behavior, I was teaching them how to manipulate and say, no, this isn't working.
If your children were to ever see this video, is there anything that you wish you could tell them that you've never told them before?
Just thank you for being my children. I probably have told them that. I tell them I love them all the time, but I might not have ever said thank you. So I know I've thanked them for the grandkids.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you truly?
Truly? That, not just how am I, but how am I truly? I am working towards life satisfaction is how I am truly. I am not there, but I'm getting there.
what are you the most proud about yourself with?
Most proud about myself, I tell you what, right now, getting this lemonade business off the ground in like 3 years to the point where I can support myself and not ever have to answer to a boss again, and maybe actually have hope of retiring someday. And every weekend I'm at a cool event and I put a million smiles on a million faces.
What's the biggest business hurdle that you're facing at the moment?
Getting a liquor license from New York State. The hoops that you need to jump through are excessive, and I understand they got to keep out the jokers. I get it, but man, they set the bar high. You got to do so much, and I'll get there. I'll do it, but not this year.
Where would you like to see your life in a year from now?
I mean, tomorrow I'd like to be lounging on the beach in Tahiti, you know, with a pina colada in hand and $1 million in the bank. In a year, I don't know, same place, really. I mean, ask me about any stretch of time, that's going to be the answer.
People complain about inflation, how it's difficult to live. Do you have any financial advice on people to try to save money each month?
You got to go Spartan. You got to cut all the fat. I mean, I'm in good shape now, but at one point when things were really tight, I cut all my streaming services. I didn't eat out once for months. Every single meal was cooked at home, and I tried to budget my food so that I was preparing meals for under $3 a meal. And when you do that for months and months and months, all of a sudden you have a little pile of money.
Now you're able to start a business that you hope to be successful.
Exactly.
Good luck to you. I have a question. How do you guys know each other?
You want to
How
start?
do we know each other?
We met in high school about 40 some years ago, and been together ever since.
Yeah, we took a religious lit class in a public high school. The only year it was offered, so we met over Job, and we've been together for what seems like an eternity now.
How'd you know you first loved him?
How do I know I first loved him? I think just because his kindness emanated from his soul.
Had to be my smile.
How'd you know you first?
Exactly.
How'd you know you loved her?
She was just a perfect match for me. She's very kind and loving, and she's been great for our kids and everything, and she's always been there for me.
I see you're in the Air Force.
Retired after 34 years.
When
She
you-
followed me around everywhere.
When you were, if you were ever away from home, what was one core memory you've always thought about when you thought about your wife? What's one thing that always came to mind?
Well, I guess that I always missed her whenever I was gone, but she was the rock behind me that kept everything set steady.
What's the hardest part about being a parent?
Lack of sleep, wondering, always worrying, waiting till they get home, and not sleeping till they're safe in their bed.
What's the best part about being a parent?
Grandkids,
How old are your grandkids now?
3 and 1.
Is it what they say that grandkids are easier because you can just give them back at the end of the day, sort of thing?
Yes. Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you guys know each other?
How? We were born in the same hospital. So I was born in June 17 and Benoit June 16. So we even don't have 24 hours difference. So we grew up house very close each other. So my parents' family, they know their family, Benoit's family. So we grew up just beside. And then at the age of 40, we see you again and say, oh, we should get married. So we are now married since almost 20 years. So that's our story.
That's interesting.
And we live in Quebec City.
How did you first know you loved him?
Not at the age of 5. So when we met, when we saw each other again at the age of 40, we just look in the eyes and we say, oh, we should have seen us before. And then that's it. We felt in love again.
How did you know you loved her?
Comment t'as fait pour savoir que tu m'aimais?
In first,
When you see me?
first, quand je t'ai vu.
When you saw me.
Yes.
Yeah. When you saw me, you say, you know what? I will never go you back again.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Okay.
How was it being a mother?
It's stressful. you never know if you're doing the right thing, and you just hope that you are, and that they're loved and safe and happy, and you do the best that you can.
What's the worst part about being a parent?
The anxiety, the constant anxiety that you're not doing the right thing, or that you're just, that you're not giving them the right advice, or that you're just, I think you're just in a constant state of, am I doing the right thing? Are they okay? Are they safe? Especially when they're not with you, sort of that separation.
Is there one core memory you think of when you think of your stepchild?
Yes. I remember the time when he shot out my bathroom window with the BB gun. And that really tested me as a stepmom. But he was 10. It was an accident, but no one was hurt. But definitely no more playing with the BB gun in the house after that.
Gotcha. Is there any lessons that you hope that you taught him that he'll eventually, that they'll eventually teach to their children? When
Be
they're grown?
kind. Yes, he is such a kind boy, man. Now he's 19. So we taught him to be kind, be respectful, be humble. Have manners and respect. Have respect for others.
I see that you are working for healthcare.
MVP
company
Healthcare,
here.
yeah.
Is there any type of advice you can give to people to try to make themselves healthier in life?
Just do the best you can. Stay physically active. Keep your mental health in check. The best thing you can do is take up a new activity, stay social. All that's just going to help you maintain a balanced, healthy well-being.
People complain about inflation all the time. Is there any specific advice you can give to other people that are trying to save and budget on money every month?
No, but I'll take some advice.
That is a very difficult question. I don't know if I have enough time to answer that one all the way. I think we just have to kind of stay the course on things. Like, you have peaks and valleys. We're just in a valley right now.